Well, I just thought it was interesting that you were talking about cheap Jeeps, and I thought, oh man, this is why. Why would we not have this conversation on
Well, and
here?
That's fair.
that's part of the thing. So, it's yellow and it's manual transmission, which the yellow is not ideal. I'm just on Craigslist regularly, and so I look at things because it's fun to look at things. But it's a base model, 4-wheel drive, in bend, clean title, manual transmission, 61,000 miles. And it comes with 4 snow tires and wheels. Just had a clutch. And it's the V6. I mean, there's nothing weird or wrong with it. And it's only 20 grand.
What year? You said that?
2018.
18. That's first year. That's the split year or whatever.
Yeah, you can get a JK or GL. But,
Not funny.
geez, my Rubicon that I sold was like 14 something. So for 6 grand more, you could have gone from a 2011 with the wrong engine and totaled title to, I guess it was 13 something.
Still.
Well, yeah. Anyway, and I guess that's me math too, because he can't put a number on it. Because I traded it for a Super Duty, and then I sold the Super Duty for 13.
Oh, that's
something.
I mean that's solid math.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned.
But that's weird on like is your trade value? Did I win at the trade? There's some other parts there. But anyway, all those things to be said, that's super cheap. I feel like I don't know what's happening in our 4-wheel drive market.
Well, things are getting older. For
That's
one,
true. Aren't we all?
Yes, including us. I got no. I've been searching for dumb things, so I have no opinions on this. I haven't seen any like weird standout cheap things. All of my cheap things that I come across are quote cheap and sports cars. So it's not. It's just like I'm fully midlife crisis on the on the Facebook Marketplace searches these days.
I'm with you there, but I'm sure we have a very different midlife crisis.
I'm sure.
Searches.
Well, you've already got a sports car, so what do you?
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I do look at those from time to time, but I don't look at 3rd-gen Camaros very often, or 4th-gen Camaro, or any Camaro for that matter.
No, I've moved on to Corvettes. I'm a classy man.
Oh, so I do look at cheap C5s and C6s frequently.
Yeah,
and then
they pop up. I'm like, no.
Yeah, a lot of automatics, and it doesn't seem to be worth a swap.
No,
I did just a little bit of looking, and it's like by the time you deal with what you need, you might as well just buy a better manual car.
Yeah,
or not a
it's one of
Corvette,
those
I guess. But
when the car itself comes, you can buy it as a manual.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the only place it seems to work,
it kind of pulls that like desire to do a swap in it when it's like, well, I could just wait a little longer and pay slightly more for one that has that work done from the factory.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, and then you don't have to deal with any weird stuff too.
Yeah, something you're gonna run into that you didn't know about. Yeah.
Miata people tend to have the opposite approach though, because it's pretty much plug and play. If you get like an NA that's automatic, it's like $700 worth of stuff, and you can manual swap it, and it's like,
well, those are also much older and much simpler. So
no, I'm with you there, but I'm just saying, like that seems to be the only place where I would look at it and be like, unless I was doing a full engine swap and doing all the other parts and pieces, if I just wanted that car with a manual transmission, I would look into an automatic. A lot of them are cleaner. A lot of them are lower miles. And it just seems like people are, I don't know, interested in doing that more regularly. There's a lot of just beat to shit Miatas now.
Oh yeah, there are.
They're just getting.
It is.
They're the XJ of the Japanese car world right now.
I was going to say the Civic EG, but yeah. Same. They're all in that same category.
I feel like if I can just keep this thing from being totaled, it's only going up in value.
Does it? Weren't you like concerned about oil pressure? Is that all?
It's all
sorted?
gone.
That's great. The oil pressure's all gone.
Way out of that.
Put some Lucas oil in it. I'm back to 80 pounds. No, I think there's an issue with the light. Actually, or like not the light. It's the gauge, because
Yeah, the light. It just keeps coming on.
Oil light.
I
just
don't know
keeps on,
why.
and then I just ignore it, and it's fine. No, the oil pressure gauge is accurate, but there's a somebody replaced the line, so it doesn't have the
The line.
same. Well, the wire.
Okay.
So it doesn't have the same wire, like it's spliced. So I'm worried that maybe it's a number that, like, it's going to get a different set of ohms than it was originally, and I don't want to go through and check it. But gosh, it idles at like 35 to 40, and it goes up to about 75 or 80 when you're on the highway now. And
that's fine.
When it was giving me trouble, it was raining, and so I think there might just be some, because again,
barometric
water,
pressure
electrics.
Well, it's the water in I think there's water getting in the wire where it's spliced, and it's giving it some weirdness. But I threw some Lucas
Have you
oil
thought
in there
about
anyway,
making
just
sure
in
that
case, and it's fine. It's fine.
You know what you should do? You should put Lucas oil,
On
whatever
the
we call it,
electrics?
treatment on the wire to keep the water out.
Yep.
I did.
Yeah.
It's like
Gotta
when you put
seal
grease
that
in.
baby.
Yeah, you put grease in a plug so that it doesn't get it displaces moisture.
This is going to bite me in the ass one day, so feel free to clip this out, in 5 years when this burns me. But I feel like oil pressure is one of those things that, like, if you don't have oil pressure, generally speaking, knowing on the gauge is, I don't want to say less important than the noise that it's going to make, but there are other indicators that you might run into.
There will be signs, yeah.
Yes, yeah. But,
possible.
It all came back. It's super happy. It never got below like 30, 35 pounds. It was just 35 pounds at like 4,000 RPM, which is low.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm sure that you could up oil weight or something too, and change some things around that way, but it's just a stock 1.6, right? Like, it's the original motor, probably.
Honestly, I want it to blow up. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about the possibilities of swaps before.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what I'm going to do when it blows up, but it has to blow up first. So that's my stipulation. I enjoy driving it so much and being in it. It doesn't have anything to do with the motor and transmission, to be honest. It's the way that it feels. It's how fun it is to flip around. All the rest of that is good. It's got adjustable coilovers, and they're, good enough quality. The tires are garbage, which is fun because then it's a little slippy slidey. And like, they're straight up Walmart tires in the rear. It's just great.
Cool.
A good time to goof around in. But if it had more power and I wasn't worried about exploding the rear diff and exploding the transmission when I did anything silly, it'd be a little more fun.
That's usually the sentiment with most things.
Oh, I know, yeah.
If I wasn't worried about braking, it'd be a lot more fun.
I'm not saying that I have a new recipe. I'm just saying that I like recipes. Yeah. But
it's a tale as old as time.
Yep.
I'm going to be... I've done an LS swap already. Gosh, wouldn't that be a ridiculous little mini wannabe Corvette?
There's like a part of me that thinks that, of course, that's awesome. Like a big part of me, right? Like that. And then part of me that's like, man, I wonder at what point that car becomes not as fun because of the power. Like, sorry, not as fun in the long run.
Right.
Immediately, definitely fun. But like, let's say you put a mild 400 horsepower LS in there, like, not, a cam and a 5.3 basically with an intake on it, and like, boom, you're 400 horsepower. Great. Pretty cool. And then like, you're trying to leave a stoplight and it's chilly outside and you're like, Jesus, I cannot, like, every time every time I get into it at all, it tries to kill me. 400 might not be the number. Maybe it's 500. I'm not sure.
No, I know. I agree with you.
I mean, in a
and also,
light 2-wheel drive car, 400
400's a lot.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
400 might be
a lot.
But see, like, when you think back to a tale as old of time kind of thing, Triumph was doing that with the 5 liters in their cars, and everybody was trying to put a 5.0 in everything back in the 60s, 70s, early 80s. because it was lightweight, it had more power, and it was a little nicer. So maybe something along that lines. I can do a non-built 5.3 that someday I could add heads and a cam if I was ever like, not enough. But at this point, I don't think that would be the case. It'd be like an OEM. I try and find something aluminum block so I can keep the weight down.
Yeah.
A 5.3, 5.7, 6.0, and just keep it bone stock. Put headers on it so it sounds cool, intake on it so it sounds cool, but not do any kind of crazy anything to it. And to me, that seems like the line, because that's like probably 300 horsepower on something OEM. You go through, Camaro manual transmission. The later model stuff is what what the heck's it called? Anyway, they've got decent 5-speed and a decent 6-speed, and you can get either one of them, and I can't remember what they're called. It was after they got rid of the world-class T5. What the heck is it? Anyway.
Well, the 6 speeds are Tremex, but
yeah.
A 5-speed one is the... Why? I should know this, but...
I know.
Yeah, come on, Sean.
I've actually done the research, and I don't remember it, so I don't blame anybody.
Is Luke yelling at us yet?
Yeah, hopefully. Actually, this is not his thing. There's a...
Oh, this isn't his speciality. Gotcha.
No. He might still know.
Let it be known, Luke,
like...
that Sean believes this to not be your specialty. You also do not know the name of this transmission.
Yeah, leave it in the comments below if you know. But yeah, anyway, something that's simple. I would have to do. There's a bunch of kits out there to do an 8.8 swap for the rear. You can do Explorer stuff. You can do Mustang stuff, with a independent rear suspension still. And there's plenty of stuff out there to do all that.
What?
Go ahead, keep going.
Oh, so anyway, that's the thought, is that that'd be really cool to make those sounds and to have pop-up headlights still, and just V8 noises out of a Miata would be rad.
Yeah. The AR5 is the like cheap 5-speed that people use. I know that because someone recently, I just saw a thing about it. And then 5-speed T5, or TR60, sorry, TR6060 Tremex, and NV 4500s for trucks. But
yeah,
so yeah, I think it's
AR-15
or AR5. Sorry, AR-15. Wow.
Whoa.
AR5. AR5 is the
Sean
weird
is going
one.
to the gun show. Yeah. So the AR5, that's like the cheapest way to get into it, and people are like, if you're not going over 400 or 500 horsepower, they're really fine and they're easy to do. And
well, yeah, quick Google on that. So Colorado's Pontiac Solstice and Saturn Sky.
Yeah, that's the one.
And it says that they're good for handling up to 600 plus horsepower. So
I mean,
good enough.
That's way more than what I would want to do, and I'd be fine. But it just keeps getting fine again. So it wouldn't run when I bought it, and I was like, oh well, maybe I'll. And nope, it put some injectors in it, and it runs great, and it's run ever since, and never had any problems. Except the oil pressure went away, and I was like, and it came back with the least amount of effort at all. So it runs good, sounds good. Miles loves riding in it. I like driving it. And I need to put a soft top on it, which has been my plan for this winter until I got that Volkswagen in there. I just don't have it in me. I'm so close. I'm like,
oh man, you've been doing that for a while.
I'm doing so little with it, and I'm so lame about it. And it's one of those things where I got kind of stuck because they don't have a way to drain the coolant. And then after it hit me in the eye with coolant while I was trying to drain it using air pressure and like opening I basically just took the coolant temperature sensor out and then put like a piece of cardboard so it would deflect it down into the bucket below. And I blew some air into it, and it worked, and it worked, and it worked, and then a weird bubble hit, and it like dropped the cardboard, and then the cardboard flipped back up and sprayed me straight in the eyes. And so I went and took a long shower with my eyes both open, just staring at the water as it fell in my face. And ever since then, I've been like, you fucking car. And honestly, I have I have the EGR to undo the coolant lines, and that's out. And then I have 6 bolts on the exhaust manifold, and then I'm back to putting things back together.
Turbo's not on yet?
No, the old one's still on.
Damn.
You know, I'm like 9 things away from it. So freaking close.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
That sucks.
It's dumb, and I don't want to anymore.
It's a real bitch of a job too. So hard to get to.
It's really not that bad. The biggest pain in the butt is getting the exhaust stuff off because it doesn't fit through the hole you have. And everybody's like, you don't have to drop the subframe, but if you do, you make it easy, and if you don't, you make it difficult. But if you do, you have to go pay somebody to align it again afterwards because everything gets out of whack. And so I didn't, and I got it out, and it wasn't that bad, but it was a pain in the ass on the ground. If I had a lift, it would have been so much easier, and everything would have been fine. But
well, that is. Speaking of things that everybody says, right?
I know.
It sucks.
I've been dreaming of that for 20 years.
I mean, you kind of have the space.
Not tall enough.
Yeah, they make short ones.
Well, my garage isn't tall enough. My vehicle would be maybe a foot higher up off the ground, so I'd just be doing a sit-up.
No, you could get a car up at least 2 feet higher than where you've got it right now. Think about the roof to the ceiling. There's got to be
the
4
Miata
or 5
you
feet.
could stand under straight up.
Right, the Miata could go all the way up, and that'd be fine.
Yeah.
That's the important one.
The real thing, though, is I mostly would be using it on trucks and Jeeps and it just wouldn't be as useful.
It also
I'd have it in the way.
Yeah, it takes up a ton of space. So
I don't know.
I can't even fit anything other than a car inside my garage. So due to height restrictions, so
yeah.
I think
it wouldn't help me in many directions. That and the struggle it would be for me to get the Audi then onto a lift.
Right.
Once I was positioned.
You need it to be subterranean.
Yeah.
So it's underground.
I need an in-floor that I can pull on.
Honestly, have you thought about trenching your garage?
Yeah.
You just
the
go
whole
in.
thing.
Yeah.
That's the move, yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm going to just keep all the vehicles that I have the same and only work on motorcycles now. I think that's going to be the easiest move. It'll never happen, but gosh, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, let's see if we can hold him to that one.
No, I'm not even gonna pretend. But I bought a 90cc dirt bike from Oliver, which was like $600. It was great. It's perfect because Haley will be able to ride it and tootle around when we go do stuff. And then it's the next size up right for Miles when he outgrows his current 50. And I got it home, and as soon as I got it home, wouldn't start. For a couple weeks, fiddling with it and trying to get it to run and doing all these things. And Oliver kept saying, "Oh no, man, it always started just fine. I don't know, man, it always starts just fine." And and I pulled the plastic off because we pulled all the decals off it, and then we heat gunned all the plastics, and then we're gonna put new decals on it. And when I pulled the plastics off, the carburetor was like 1/8 of an inch spaced off of the intake tube. It had just been rattled to death for however long. And I was like, Oliver, have you ever checked any of these? He goes, I've never checked anything on it. And I was like, oh, okay.
That sounds right.
I was like, have you ever
Probably knocked it loose when you loaded it up?
No, he did a wheelie before I left.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was it. He's like, I got to do one more wheelie before, I give it away and pop. And I was like, all right. So I think that was it. But I tightened it up, and it runs great now. I changed the oil because I asked him when he changed the oil last, and he said he hasn't.
Oh, we talked about this last time. I just had either that or I'm having deja vu.
No. We've talked about this before. Yeah. So we got it all done. That oil was pitch black, just the dark of night. So we changed all the oil and got it all squared away, and then went out to go ride and found out that Miles's feet are 2 sizes bigger than they were when we put his boots on last, so they don't fit. He couldn't put them on, so we couldn't ride on Saturday after we did all the work on it. I'm like, all right, well, we'll go on Sunday. We came back into town and bought him some new boots, got it all squared away, bought Haley some goggles and some gloves, and got everything done up to do it. And then Miles couldn't keep it together and got in trouble, and we had to take away motorcycle riding, and then I
That's
didn't
the
get to go
worst.
riding on
I
Sunday.
hate it. I hate when
So
you have to take
much.
away something that you like.
I know. I
That
was like,
is
come on, man.
the ultimate
Get to
parent
punish yourself as
issue.
well.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna give you one more try, bud. One,
Yeah.
and maybe one more try. No, got just too far.
Oh, that
Started
sucks.
talking back to his mother and doing it in a way that was very
That'll get
unacceptable.
you every time.
I know, and I was like, I gave you so many chances, you little shit.
Going to Bart Simpson him.
I know, I love him so much. But it's fine. We've got it all set up and everything's ready to go. So as soon as we're ready to go,
Cool.
I'll be able to go do that.
Well, I got some news. Not
What's
anything crazy,
the
but I thought,
news?
the sake of the show
Good news,
here.
everyone.
I don't know about you guys, but my internet this weekend was filled with photos and stories and all kinds of things of the fat ice race in Montana. Did you guys see anything from this?
No.
Oh no.
No,
So-
this is rad.
I don't know if I did or not.
So I forget what the acronym is for FAT, but it is a like an event that is being put on by, I think it's Ferdy Porsche, one of the Porsche kids, and there's an event that they've done in Europe. I'm going to say because I think it might be in Austria, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, so they did a US one this year, and it's basically a bunch of really cool cars ice racing. And this is not so much on the ice because the weather obviously is not super wintry this year. So it is
Right.
on a snowy track of some kind. But it's cool because, I mean, Enzo here, the Singer,
Dang.
Roof, Ferrari 250, like all the coolest cars.
That's rad.
It was very cool. Audi Quattro, a couple of those I saw in there. I saw Lauren Healy drove the like RTR Bronco, like the Ultra 4 one.
Yeah.
What's it called? Bandito or whatever. All sorts of cool stuff though. And just like really interesting, crazy cars. Like this is a Bentley all done up. A lot of vintage Porsche, which obviously I think is very cool. So
That's probably why it popped up on your feed so aggressively.
yeah, obviously I follow a lot of that
Let me
stuff.
see.
So that Chris Forsberg Patrol, some cool stuff.
Yeah.
I'm nothing like seeing singers on the ice. Like that is wild.
Banks.
Yeah, Matt Farah's radial powered Manx. It's kind of cool. A dinosaur.
Yeah, a dinosaur.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
So
You got
yeah,
a dinosaur.
pretty cool event. I highly suggest that you search it out and see what you find because it's pretty cool. There's an ad for sausage on the side. This is fun. Every time that I do this, I think to myself, are you guys looking at my ads?
Oh yeah. I mean, and I'll go back and watch it again just to see.
Just so you can see. So that was an article on the Drive. I get a bunch of Drive stuff because that's who had all of the things this time, it seems like. But one of the things that got debuted there is Rivian's Rad division, which is kind of cool. So they call it, what is it, Rivian Adventure Division or something like that. But it sounds like they are like positioning it potentially as like their, M division or S or whatever, like their high performance stuff. So it used to be like a Skunkworks division apparently inside the company, and now it will turn into a full on like potentially going towards vehicles that are badged with this acronym. So it might be a cool like high performance model situation. For now, it's just some cool like wheels and graphics and crap. But
yeah,
kind of cool. The big takeaway there, though, is that this little guy is the R2.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say
they just did
That's
I've seen a bunch of influencers got in on that and journalists as well recently. So, but yeah,
there's a lot of conversation about how the R2 is the last chance. Like
last
Rivian
chance for what?
Well, that Rivian's been hemorrhaging money, and even with the money from Volkswagen, that if the R2 doesn't do well, and like well by some pretty decent metrics, that there's some pretty big risk that the company might have unpaid debts.
Get taken out at the knees.
I mean, who doesn't have unpaid
I mean,
debts?
come on.
That's
Come
right.
on, this is America.
That's the American way. I think I have seen a little bit of conversation about that, but I haven't seen anything recently. It seemed like they are, doing okay. But there's no doubt that the electric car market is soft right now and it's tricky. So yeah, they need it to perform well, but they have done pretty well the last couple of years, which has been good. They were not doing super hot at the beginning, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm really
Yeah.
curious to see how it goes. The
I want them
the
to succeed.
R2 has reviewed really well so far. In fact, it's I think in just a few days, like I think maybe on the 5th, that they announced pricing on it. So they're gonna do a big unveil thing, and then R3 is obviously another year out, and we'll see if that matters.
Yeah.
But I'm sure R2 has to make it for R3 to even be a thing. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it has the potential to do well. It's a real weird landscape for it to come out in, unfortunately. But I think there are a lot of people that will probably be, this is just my shooting from the hip, but I think you're going to start to see second generation EV buyers pretty soon because people bought in to
Yeah.
Model Ys, they bought into 3s, Model S's, all those cars that are fine, they're great, but they might be starting to age out a little bit. And so as your lease on your Ioniq 5 comes up, if you're in a income level to afford it, then R2 might be the best thing that comes out in the next year. So it
Yeah.
should be okay as long as the buyers are there.
I'm interested to see what those Hyundais end up costing secondhand because there's not a lot of them used for sale right now. But I was looking at all the different designs, and I appreciated, and this is a weird spot to live in because I appreciated that they were very obviously an electric car. They weren't trying to do like fake grills or fake exhaust spots, but then they were also not so weird that you're like, that's not a car. That's a, rolling potato or a skateboard or whatever. Like, I thought it hung out on that line really nicely of, we know what we are, and we know it's still an automobile that needs to look like an automobile. But I thought it was kind of neat. I've seen a few in person.
Oh man, the Ioniq 5s are everywhere here. That is like,
are they?
They're just everywhere. And I like them. I think the styling on them is so cool. They're really big, which I found to be really odd always. Every time I think that it's like a really cool little hatchback, I realize it's huge. I mean, it's not like Escalade huge, but it's big.
Yeah.
Bigger than you think, yeah.
It's way bigger than you think. It's like, it's probably it's got to be as long as a 4Runner. It's crazy.
Yeah, I believe that. Well, and they kind of went almost wagony with the Santa Fe. And I don't know if you've seen the Santa Fe, but that's one of those cars that looks really good except for like one angle. And then you're
those taillights suck so bad.
The whole
rest
back
of the car
that thing
is so
like,
cool.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I was doing an inspection on a house, and it was in the garage, and it was pulled in forward, and I was doing the whole like garage portion of my inspection, and I kept looking at it, go, wow, this is a good looking car. It was the first one I had seen, and I was like, man, in person anyway, I was like, this is really good looking. And I opened the garage door to test the garage door, and I have to run over and test the garage door safety, and I got to the back of it and went, shit.
Yeah.
Like audibly was like, no, come on, you guys were so close.
That's funny. Yeah, I like them, but
yeah,
that taillight is terrible.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Buc-ee's gas station empire expanding into 7 new states.
Dang.
So huge news. No Oregon, no Washington. Unfortunately for you guys, sorry. It's Arizona, Arkansas, Kansas, Louisiana, North Carolina, Ohio, and Wisconsin. I got to say, I just went to Buc-ee's for the first time recently. And it's crazy. It's giant, but I gotta shout out Maverick. I'm still a Maverick guy. Like Buc-ee's is fine if you're into that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
100 gas pumps is insane. I like.
That's pretty wild. Yeah.
It's so many. I parked the car to get gas close to the entrance, and I just looked around and I was like, my God, I would hate to park on the other side of this island.
The 100th pump.
Yeah. I never really feel the need. I mean, I don't never, but like I rarely feel the need to like lock my car at a gas station when I walk away. But there's so much going on there. I was like, I can't leave this alone. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a proven system that Costco has gas stations. It's the same system. Buc-ee's
it's not
is
huge though.
Yeah.
Costco's regular size. The gas stations, at least.
Right. It's just, I've driven by one. I've never stopped in one. And then when I drove by it, I was like, oh, wow, it's Buc-ee's. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's still Buc-ee's.
It's still going.
It's still Buc-ee's, and we're done.
Yeah.
But it's a cool thing to exist.
People love it. It is crazy.
Would you find more about that Bentley?
The Bentley,
yeah,
isn't
Sean,
that thing
the
sweet?
Bentley that was there, it's a
the Bentayga
concept.
X concept. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it also mentions in here that the Fat was in Austria.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So
go me.
Yep, you're on track there. But yeah, I mean it's just a Touareg or a Cayenne or whatever with Bentley front end basically, as far as I'm concerned, because that's
and a Bentley
family.
interior. Don't you forget the Bentley interior.
Yeah, I'm just meaning outward looks.
It's got cop brakes. It's got cop engine. It's got cop suspension.
So 4-liter V8 or 4-liter twin turbocharged V8 at 650 horses.
Yep.
I mean, that's good
so
numbers.
8-speed.
Listen,
that's enough to make a Miata not fun.
The Bentayga is cool, I guess. It's fine. Like it's one of those weird cars that exists that like you're rarely going to see unless you're in Newport Beach or something, and it's fine looking. But like if you want Volkswagen and Audi to succeed, they can just print money by making a special version of that thing. There's just basically like raise the price to the point where people buy it more and then leave it. I mean, we're just propping up rich oligarchs when we're talking about these cars, but like that's
make it a status symbol, and
it is, I think they already make a lot of money on that car, and to make a special off-road one that I'm sure barely costs them extra and then jack the price up, a la Dakar or
it's taller and
Storado.
wider and has bigger wheel arches. So I'm seeing here 310 millimeters, so it's got 12.25 inches of ground clearance. And its wading depth, we'll see if this is spot on with the rest of the wading depths, of 555 or 550. So that would be 21.6 inches.
A little low.
So yeah, a little on the low, but does not have a high rise
and
intake.
To be fair, it's got 22-inch wheels. So the wading depth is just above the top of the tire.
Yeah, forged.
Dude, those wheels
22-inch
cool.
Bentleys.
Yeah,
those. I see those being stolen and put on many a car down the road here.
I think overall, like I'm into it.
Yeah, I like the poverty spec
really
black front bumper and rear bumper.
Yeah, it is cool, and obviously the Bentley front has just like its own aura to it that is a step above your Cayennes and your Touaregs, but
yeah. Don't forget the Q8 and the why can't I think of the Urus?
Yeah. Pricing estimated to be close to $400,000.
Is that it?
A stock Range Rover may be the more practical choice.
Said no one ever.
Well, the Range Rover steps back into the limelight.
Here she goes.
That's pretty good.
On that news, I finally moved the 110 out of my ownership, but it's not. I'm still going to work on it eventually. Yeah. The 110.
It's not a 110. That's a 130 double cab.
It is?
Yeah.
On the title, it says 110. So there might be some weird shit going on here even more then.
Yeah.
Which I believe.
That pretty sure that's a 130.
Okay.
Isn't a 110 just a wagon?
Yeah, 110 is your bog standard usual wagon.
So here's the thing, right?
Double cab is longer than a 110.
All I've seen is a picture of the title. And so I said, I'm not working on that until I see a title in somebody's name that I can look at. And that's it. And they're like, okay, yeah, that's no problem. And I said the same thing. I was like, also, the 90 that you're going to try and give to me as payment will need to be in a title in the name of a person that I can see also. They're like, oh, we only have the auction paperwork on that right now. And I said, then you're going to do some work on getting that title. And
See,
they are.
This is a 110 double cab. Notice how it's just
It's very short.
a 110 with the back part missing. Yeah. Yours that has an actual
bed,
truck
a
bed, that's a 130.
Okay.
I want to clarify for the record that I was confused because I thought we were talking about a dirt bike. Just to put that out there.
Makes sense too. Yeah.
See, this is what yours looks like right here.
Yeah.
That's a 130.
Okay. Well, that's good to know because everybody's been calling it the 110.
Yep, that's a 130.
Well, the 90, which I'm still confident is a 90.
That one's definitely a 90.
Wait a minute, are we talking about the one with the carb problem, or are we talking about
No.
the truck?
The truck. It's they call it the red truck, even though it's been painted green.
Mm-hmm. It's green,
because it was red originally, apparently, and it's been called the red truck forever. And so I'm like, okay, any which way. There's auction paperwork, and I need to see a title before I'm going to work on that because I found the VIN on the frame, but there's no VIN plate on the body. And the VIN you were with me, right? We found it on the frame, and we can't read the last 2 digits.
Mm-hmm.
And until I can see a title, I'm not even going to like attempt to scrape that to get to the last few digits on the frame. I'm going to put like aircraft stripper on it so that I don't deteriorate that number anymore because I don't want it to go away.
Yeah.
And then I have a nothing.
Yeah. And that's if it wasn't already purposefully
obstructed.
Yeah.
So
flattened out.
Apparently both of these were bought at Barrett Jackson Auto Auction. So it's got to have paperwork.
At one point it might have had the correct VIN numbers.
So,
but the stories I've been hearing about this thing
that's the problem.
Makes it pretty questionable.
That's the problem. So it's just been hanging out at my house. It wasn't causing any trouble, but I wanted to make more room to be able to park my trailer there at the house and get working on finally putting a winch on it and replacing some of the wood that's a little janky and getting some more. Just my dad really wants to put a electric tongue jack on it, and I'm not going to tell him no, because it's fine. Why not? So I'm going to put a battery box in the box I put on the front. I'm going to put my winch off the Jeep on it, the Badlands, 9,500 pound or whatever, and then I'll put the Vivor on my Jeep. I want to test it. I want to run it through the paces, and it's got a synthetic rope and all the other stuff.
Yeah,
it's fair.
We'll see how it goes. We got to do a winch shootout eventually, but I do think looking at the Vivor, the casing on it looks exactly like the Badlands stuff. It's just got some orange rope and some other stuff.
Speaking of winches, it's becoming more and more popular. People are getting like the fast.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah.
The fast reel ones, which is pretty cool. But then I saw something that I thought was another step cooler, or not cooler, but another step of coolness feature-wise, is there are now air actuated lock and unlock for your free spool.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's very clever, very cool, because then you can free spool it and then relock it without having to get out or have somebody come back after you've strapped it around something to then engage. Cool. Until you don't have a compressor or you don't have, or the airline has a hole in it or whatever.
Yeah.
So
I would hope
that's
that
my only, because we all know there's always been people that have had air locker issues because something has happened to the line or the compressor or whatever. So it's like, well, that means that there's one more potential fail point. I feel
like it's got to lock into the locked position though. I feel like it's got to be one of those things where it's got pressure into being locked.
Yeah,
the airline unlocks it.
Its natural state is lock.
Because then you could just winch out and winch back in, and you're not toast.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, but also
hopefully,
I've now that we're talking about it, I don't understand why there haven't been electronic lock and free spool things forever now. That seems like a
Same
thing that
reason.
is accomplishable.
Same reason, one more fail point.
Yeah, but
Probably.
Rather than
Yeah.
just a simple click.
yeah, I guess. I feel like you could have both. I feel like you could still have the lever on there and have like an electronic actuator like you'd have on a RC car or something that would just open or close it. And then you don't have to do any of that other stuff. But also, I don't design winches. I don't know. Maybe there's some inherent reason that that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can't think of
also, if they lock, like, I mean, to your point earlier, right? If they lock in the closed position, like, who cares? You just winch it out and winch it in. Like, it's slow,
Mhm.
but if it's a fast winch, it's not as slow.
Right.
Yeah, which I don't even want to look at the price
Dude,
of one of
they
those
are
fast winches
insane. Not
because
only that,
I love watching them because
Yeah.
it's like, wow, that is impressive. But I'm just I already know how far out of my price range that's going to be that I don't even want to have it
yeah,
in the back of my head.
That's why I
I
bought
did
one
a-
on Vivor. It was under $300. Like, we're gonna see how this thing
Yeah.
pans out.
I think a basic 12 volt, like, high mount winch is definitely double the cost of your regular name
Mhm.
brand winch. But the fast ones, like the comp ones, are 24 volt. So you got guys running a spare battery and like aught gauge or bigger wire runs,
Mhm.
which
Jeez.
$20 a foot, by the way, on that.
Yeah.
To get to it. So like this is big money. But
Yeah.
man, you can go fast when you're stuck. So
Shoot.
that's pretty cool.
Nothing like getting unstuck real quick.
Wasn't there a guy in one of those oh man, I can't think of it. There was a build series in Australia and a guy had a
Probably yes.
prop mounted winch. No, it was it was like off the transfer case.
Oh,
He had a secondary like
like a
engagement.
PTO drive one.
Yeah, but it was like in place of where on guys would have the overdrive or like the it was in that like space, so you could put it in different gears. Essentially,
Hmm.
it was after the transmission that it was
I'm gonna
tuned up, so he could.
need to see this. You gotta find that, Mike.
I'll find
I'm
it.
curious now.
I can't. But like the guy was talking about how it might not even been there. It might have been in something else. Because at this point I think it was like a Toyota Corolla, like a crawler of some sort. That was like tube chassis for the back. But essentially it was he had a manual transmission and he could pick which gear he was winching with, or how fast or how slow it would go.
Okay.
Except in reverse, which I think was only one speed.
Well, not
Um,
to steal the thunder here.
I'm not looking anything
but
up. I'm just speaking
as
wildly.
or to ruin it if anybody wants to watch this, but if we remember back when I mentioned Birdo and the stuff that he does, he's building this GQ and it's finished now. This has a fast winch and he's in Australia, obviously. This thing is pretty damned impressive.
Yeah.
Hey, I see that you got that TJ and Mac video up there at the top. That's a pretty good one. You should watch that.
That's just an advertisement. I don't.
They've
I liked it right below it. She said
Yeah,
yes.
they're trying.
She said yes.
But yeah, this thing is super nice. Like he's done a really, really good job on it, especially if you start from the beginning and see where this thing, how it started. It's damned impressive. And just super clean, very well thought out, and it is going to
in the back.
mash on the freaking tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at
Damn.
that.
That's cool.
Jump out.
It's a ways down. Yeah, it's super, super cool. So definitely worth going through and watching some of the stuff that Birdo does, because it might give you guys some ideas, maybe not, but it's an impressive build, and that thing, I'm really looking forward to see him
Like
drive it because he drives hard. So
That's awesome.
I'm excited to see what he what he goes to and breaks first.
I've been really looking at and thinking about and looking at and thinking about and then telling myself no. But Vivor, one of those online versions of Harbor Freight, but like more direct shipping from China sort of deal, which is where I got my winch, has $1,100 aluminum clamshell tents. Like, just
I think you could probably buy a marketplace one for the same price.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are like super weirdly thin. Like, you can't have a mattress in there, I assume. Like, you have to bring your blow up mattress. You have to air it up as you get in there. Like, I was looking at them and they were like 4 inches thick total.
They also make small block Ford heads, by the way.
Yeah, they got so many weird things.
Just saying.
You can buy a gas powered blender on there. They have a gas powered blender. They've got all kinds of things. It's a weird place to roam around. I'm gonna buy an ultrasonic cleaner from there. Actually, it's on my to-do list. Because you can get like a 3-gallon ultrasonic cleaner for like $190. And it's ridiculously cheap. But yeah, so I was looking at it, I was like, that's super thin. That's got to be fake. There's something weird here. But I was looking at him because my cousin has a Ranger, and he bought a rack, and then he bought a marketplace tent for $1,500. But it was the one that has like the double opening, whatever.
So
FS.
it ends up going straight up, but it's got like that midpoint in it. Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? FS?
Yeah, it's a Free Spirit.
Free Spirit. Yeah. But it was a super nice tent. And it's one of the guys that I've been on 80s on Edison with you in. I don't remember him specifically, but I was like, oh, I saw your truck. I know your truck. Dude is super nice. When he showed up, my cousin's like, hey, you're asking $1,500 for this. Would you take $1,300? And he's like, no, we've had a lot of people ask for $1,300, and I told them all no. And I said, well, $1,400's not $1,300. And he goes, you're right. And then my cousin goes, well, here you go. Here's $1,500. And I was like, you weren't listening. You weren't listening to the thing. Oh, man. But it was a hilarious circumstance because I wasn't supposed to go. I was supposed to ride with him, and then it turns out the rack that he bought to fit the tent didn't work. And so we ended up having to put it in the back of my truck, which is the beauty of having a full-size truck sometimes.
Yeah.
And then we got back to his house and built a bunch of weird stuff to make it work. It was fine. But now he has a Ranger with a locker and a tent. And he's like, I'm going to go explore Alaska.
He's on his way.
Yeah. He's not really an overland guy. He just was like, I want to go to Alaska where we're from. And he's like, I want to drive up there and camp and do stuff. He goes, and I've always worried about tent camping when I'm up in Alaska. And now I will be up off the ground a little bit. It'll be a little better.
Yeah. And being a little more prepared road condition wise as well. Always a good start.
Yep, exactly. So I was excited because he was he's like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, you don't have Facebook. I'll find you stuff. I'll find it.
Yeah.
But on that note, I have a Tacoma rack that came with it that if anybody ends up needing one at any time soon, you just reach out, comment down below, and I will leave it outside my house and you can come pick it up.
Mike is going to give an audience member his home
giveaway.
address.
Yeah, guys, it's our first giveaway. It's our first giveaway. I'll bring it to you. I'll bring it to you as long as you're local.
There you go. That's a better idea.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey, Mike, what is this show again?
I've actually never seen it.
This show?
It's a Campfire Passport podcast.
Brought to you in part by Win Home Inspection.
Thank you.
That's right.
Let me know when we
That's
need to re-up.
Yeah. Speaking, since we're semi on the winch, and you mentioned PTO.
Yeah.
Turns out there's a guy in Sandy, so here in Oregon,
Local, yeah.
that is coming up with a doubler for us, and by us I mean me, Land Rover people,
No way.
and the not the L322, the LT230 transfer cases, because they have a PTO cover plate basically.
Oh.
So you just take that off.
Okay.
And it sounds like it's using a P38 Range Rover front half for the doubler, but because it goes on the PTO, it means that you don't need new drive shafts or anything like that. It
Right.
just goes onto the PTO and runs through that.
Huh.
So I'm
You're
anxiously
watching with bated
awaiting
breath,
to see when
Nice.
this comes out and see what exactly you have to do and what's
Yeah.
needed, because I would love
a little more
doubler.
gear. Yeah.
And the fact that I don't have to then redo drive shafts, like that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice feature. So any other Land Rover listeners, just
I think I'm going to start putting my eyes open and see if I can find another Rubicon case come up for cheap at some point, because I do notice the difference in my Jeep.
Oh yeah, that's a big jump.
Yeah.
From 272 to 4.
Yep. Yeah. It's a world of difference. So.
But you could also just get another cheap XJ case and make it double.
I know, but
I bet, and you could do it for like a quarter of the cost.
But then I'd have to
have a Rubicon case.
Fair. But then so for me, the thing that I'm thinking about is I already don't have very good protection for my transfer case, and if I make things longer, I'd have to get a replacement rear or front drive shaft. I don't remember how that turns out, but I'll have to get a replacement drive shaft or two, and then it's like hanging way in the middle at my breakover point, and it already is like super exposed. I haven't done anything about it. I don't want to have to do anything about it.
You're just a skid plate away from fixing that
I don't think there's any way to save it. I think it's just going to break.
Well, might as well just put an LS in it. And
now that you mention it. Atlas.
Dana 300. Yeah, just fucking.
Something divorced. You're right.
Why not? While you're there.
Well, if I'm going to be LS swapping the Miata already, I mean, you do both of them at the same time.
Yeah, you could do a side by side. Yep.
In the garage space that I have.
Do 2 steps on one and 2 steps on the other, so that it's just they get finished at exactly the same time.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to have one working car and one not working car. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah. Makes the most sense, I think.
I have such aspirations and currently no drive. And it's because that stupid fucking Volkswagen should never have taken it on.
I'm just...
It's not even that hard. It's not even that hard. I just don't want it.
When it comes to you and your aspirations, Mike, for me, it's usually just lots of aspiration talk. It's for sale. That's usually the pathway that we go on. So until you break your trend,
I don't know that
I'm only
I can.
going to think that that's where this is headed.
To be fair, that happens all the time. But a lot of the times I finish the thing and then I sell it. So it's aspirations, accomplishment for sale.
Accomplishment to a certain level.
I mean, I LS swapped the TJ and that thing was done. I did axles and transfer case and all the parts and pieces. That thing was done, but it was worth too much to feel good about wheeling. So I sold it.
Which
I know.
Doesn't compute for me, but
I was able to
I'll let you have your
I get what you're saying there. But I sold it.
It wasn't like a nice TJ. Like it was just a TJ you put money into.
It was
like everybody else.
I bought it for $3,000.
Sean, your Land Cruiser, you put too much money into it. It's too nice. You need to sell it. because
It's
you
impossible
you're
to
just
sell, and it's also
you're gonna feel
impossible to
bad
justify what
wheeling
it
it.
cost. So here we are.
But see, when the TJ was done, it was not impossible to justify what it cost, and I made a lot of money on it. And
Oh,
that
I'm
was the hard
certain
part.
that
It
I
was
could
like, yeah,
sell mine, but it sounds like a real big pain that I don't want to deal with.
no, I get it. The TJ
Nothing
was
like
not.
starting over, Sean, especially after
Yeah.
what it was been 10 years since you got it.
Yeah,
But
it doesn't.
You've gone this far with the same thing. There's not much reason to, start
Yeah.
over. Those of us that continue to kick ourselves in the foot and,
say what you
start
want.
over and over again. That's
You're-
our game.
Say what you want. I bought a Miata and the JK, and still had money left over to build up the JK after I sold the TJ. I made good money on it, which is why I had to do it.
I'm just
I know. I'm just it's one of
Well,
those
there's
things where I was
also-
like, it has to make. It
You're
made
never.
sense.
This battle is never going to
I know.
end, but I do need to make a point that
Mhm.
I'm sure that you could convince yourself that you made a ton of money, but I also am certain that there's a lot of creative guy math in there.
Oh, I don't charge
on-
myself for any of my hours. Yeah, I know
your
that.
time is
Yeah.
worth nothing,
Uh-huh.
first
Yep.
off.
And so is all my
And
friends
then-
that helped. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I actually got this Miata for, it's worth like $5,000, but I paid $3,000, so like I'm really doing great now. And like,
Oh no, I got
yeah,
it for $3,000. Yeah.
I know. I'm not using specifics. I'm generally talking here.
I'm just saying it. But you was accurate.
Listen, I think I could sell my rig for 30 probably realistically. And would I be making money? Maybe. Would it be a lot of money? If I'm honest with myself, probably not. Especially
No.
when you're talking about the time of ownership, which you don't ever have that problem, Mike. But
No, I don't.
if I'm talking about the time that I've put in over the time, the stereo, the like 3 different
The
suspension
interior.
setups, like all of the
yeah.
Your interior's
different
really
things
nice,
that
yeah.
I've rolled through that I've sold some of and I've not sold others, like it's not
Yeah.
pretty. If we put it on a spreadsheet, it's not pretty.
But it looks prettier when you spread it out across those 10 years.
That's right.
See,
That's right.
so you at least have a way to make it look better.
Yeah.
Mike,
Mine's a flip.
might not have so much
Mine's a flip.
the ability
Mine's
to
a flip
make it
too.
look,
It's just a long flip.
because yeah.
Haley and I
Just
did
pack
the
that
math.
amount of money into 6 months, it looks a lot worse than packing it into 10 years.
That's right.
I get it. You guys you say all the things you want, but I have kept our family afloat borderline on some of the flips I've been doing. I know.
I'm not speaking on that.
I know.
I'm just giving the
I get it. I
money
see how
out
it
in
looks.
a certain amount of time.
I see how
Looks
it
a
looks.
certain way, that's all I'm saying.
I see how it looks. I did complete the Rubicon in a 4-door JK that I bought from selling it, and I think that it probably would have done. I think that the TJ would not have done as well as the JK did out there. I was thinking about a lot of those things that we were doing because I was on 35s. I didn't have a big enough wheel setup to run 37s. I had good ground clearance. It would have done fine, but I wouldn't have had as much space for things.
Mhm.
I wouldn't have had as much.
It may have also been a little more wheel lifty tippy because
Yeah.
of the short wheelbase on like a couple of the things.
And I never had a time where I
Yeah.
was like, man, I'm too long for this. Everything that I
Yeah.
did, I was like, this feels like the perfect length to do this step or this or that. It never felt like I had any upward tip.
It's like it was
a
built
good-
for that.
You would
Yeah, it's
almost like it was
almost like
What was
named
the
that's on
after.
the
badge?
hood.
Yeah, what was the badge?
You would
the
think it
sticker
was
that was
named
on the
after it,
hood?
but I don't
What was
know.
it? Ruby.
And then in secondary retrospect, I bet that the Cherokee would probably do better than the JK did.
Well, we've seen how
I know.
good 2 Cherokees did it.
I know.
So,
But mine's on tires and lockers and suspension and all the other things.
What are you trying to say about Cher?
I'm nothing about it.
That's on tires and lockers
I'm just saying
and a manual.
it's true and short. I'm just saying I think that this would do better than the JK. Because I think I would party harder.
Yeah, well,
That would be the more fun part.
there's the difference.
Yeah.
There'd be less care,
But I also think that it could handle it. that
even
way.
though really you shouldn't have had much care with the JK because it was already totaled
already.
anyway.
Yeah, I know. You can't total the
And
title
you
twice.
brought it on a trailer.
Although I didn't
So
I didn't do too much care, to be fair. I tried all the party lines that were
you-
available at least once.
I'm just Googling while you guys are going
Mm-hmm.
on about this. Do you know the 4-door in that two-door XJ are the same wheelbase?
Yeah.
Really?
That's what the internet says.
Yeah.
I looked
Just has
twice.
I didn't know that.
The door is longer.
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
So
well, that's what I thought you guys were talking
makes
about it, and
look
I was
short, but it's
yeah, I was
yeah.
like, wait a second,
That's interesting.
that's got that
Yeah, I
long
never
coupe
even-
door. I wonder.
Yeah, it's got the coupe door.
I never even thought about
Yeah,
that. I always just was
coupe
like,
door and a big back window.
I was always like, it's cool how Tyson and I can go the same places, even though he's short wheelbase and I'm long wheelbase.
No
Yeah,
such
never
thing.
Never mind.
Not a short
They might
wheelbase
be
X-Ray
different.
thing.
Lengths, like the back might be different, but the wheelbase is the same.
I've never had a two-door, so I don't have anything to compare personally. I've had like 31 four-doors.
Yeah, 748 four-door.
Yeah, some of them
XJs.
twice.
740.
I've done one of everything to them, including I did a head gasket where I resurfaced the gasket off of the head on asphalt because it was flat asphalt. Like, good. Put it back together. Drove that for a couple months.
That asphalt.
It'll take all the gasket material off real quick. Make
Yeah.
it nice and
Hey,
ready.
it worked. Whatever.
Yeah.
Probably better ways to do it, but if it worked, it's okay.
That's the beauty of the XJ is it doesn't know. It just doesn't know.
Just doesn't.
Yeah.
And this is why there are no clean ones left.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's because of attitudes just like that.
Correct.
It's the
Every time I've had a clean one, I sold it because I was like, "This is too clean. I shouldn't own this."
oh man, remember the
Somebody
blue
else
one?
will ruin it for me.
So nice.
The blue one,
Yeah.
yeah, the one that Graham did the bar work on the front and
It's nice.
sliders.
Nice
It's
vehicle.
great. Oh yeah,
This was
That was my-
before, like,
this was
we
early
were-
Fit Garage.
Yeah, this is before we were all more heavily associated.
Yeah, we weren't
Yeah.
all wheeling together.
Because
any of
I
that stuff.
remember seeing of it, but I never went out wheeling with you in it.
Yeah, I think this was before the group was doing much wheeling or up camping or any of that stuff. It was still when everybody only knew each other from a forum, and then you hated me and then I dealt into it.
For good reason.
Yeah, I threw so much.
For good
As
reason.
soon as I found out it bothered somebody, I was like, "Oh, I can make that bigger," and I wasn't nice about it. But that was my first 8.8 swap. I did gears in that one. We had those 35-inch.
grapplers or something.
No, they were Kevlar.
General grabbers.
No, they were
No?
Kevlar. They were the MTRs.
Oh, MTRs. That's right.
Yeah.
MTRs. I remember now.
Yep, and they were pretty good, and everything, like, it had a decent short arm kit.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
replacing upper links on that thing, and I
Yeah.
vowed I would never do that job for a regular
know.
paying customer ever.
yeah,
in
and
that
I was,
moment. It
Well,
sucked.
I remember because I have done it before, and I was like, "This is awful. Do you want to do that? I'll pay you to do it." And you were like, "Oh yeah, sure." And I was like, I bet he's never done it before.
Of course, yeah. And then I didn't have anybody help me because I didn't want to pay anybody else because I gave you a killer rate, of course, and I did it, and I hated every second of it.
But it needed them, and so I'm appreciative that you did that. Yeah, it was a
You're
good Jeep.
welcome.
No, I think that the current XJ is my favorite model year because it's the last of the old body style, the last of the old interior. It's a 95, and I just like those a little better than the newer body style stuff right now. And for a long time, I was the other way around. But every time I have had the newer body style
I still
stuff,
think I'm a newer
Yeah,
body
Colin
style
there.
one.
I get it. And I was that way for a very
Dave's-
long time.
Dave's white one was perfect till he took it on the Rubicon and
It's
ruined it.
it's available because it's got piston slap.
It was too nice and too stock, and then it
Yeah.
and the Rubicon did its number.
Yeah, he either has a rod knock or a piston slap or something. And so he took the whole front end, doors, and put it on that Comanche he's got. And now the Comanche is the modern front end stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of the white XJ is available if anybody needs one.
That kind of stuff.
I took some trim pieces and some other stuff out of it. He's just giving it away.
Well, speaking of stuff that's available,
Uh-oh.
There we go.
All right, so I've got 4. How many,
I
Sean,
have
did you say?
one.
Okay.
I could have 2.
Whoa.
I mean, I could have more, but I have 2 for sure. So,
Okay.
but we don't have to do them if we get too long-winded here.
Well, I mean, I can cut mine down pretty.
All right.
Cut that one. Save it. I just save them for later. That's how I do
That's right.
this.
Yeah.
Let's go with save. Okay. Okay. So I have 2. You have 2. Mike has
I have 1.
1. Okay.
All right,
See,
that's pretty good.
That works out pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's just a who goes first.
Least amount of clear coat.
I got something I'm pretty sure doesn't have any.
I also have something that I'm pretty sure doesn't have any.
All right, then out of those 2, what's
one
the
that does
tiebreaker?
not have any.
Out of those 3, what's the tiebreaker?
Darn.
What's the who thinks they have the biggest one?
I think I have the biggest one. Hey-o. Let's see.
Biggest thing without prime or without clear coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always wonder when Mike says he's got. I believe that he probably does have
think he's
the
packing a big
largest
one here?
vehicle here. Yeah, I think he's packing some heat.
Well,
So
let's see.
so we'll let him go first. We'll see if it's bigger than
1989
mine.
Bigfoot replica.
Let's see. I wish. All right. Now hold on.
Can
No, it
Mike
won't let
share
me.
something? Is
I
the
can't
question.
share screen anymore.
Here's the question.
I can't share screen anymore. Hold on.
If you can't prove you've got the biggest one,
Then you don't have it.
The next big dog's going to have to step up.
No, that's okay. I will.
It's on
you
an
guys
out
go
of
ahead.
town Facebook. You don't know it. It goes to a different school.
Yeah.
No, I don't have permissions. It looks like I don't have even a button that says I can either leave or I can turn off or turn my microphone
There
back
you
on.
can go.
All right. Well, I'll put it in the chat. You guys can. Somebody else can pull it up if they want to. That's lame. I wish I had the access to that.
Oh boy, Craigslist.
I know.
Gee.
Biggest, least amount of clear coat. What do you think?
All right. You wanna do the honors of explaining what it is?
Yeah. Somebody gonna pull it up?
Oh yeah, that's going to be the biggest thing.
All right.
I see the title in the link.
Right?
Yeah, it is bigger than mine. I'll admit it.
All right.
I'm
Mine
fine.
too.
I'm fine to admit that it's bigger than mine.
This is the first time I've ever heard that. If somebody wants to pull it up, I'll do the honors and read about it. Here's the thing. I loved it because the ad is in all caps for almost all of it.
Yep.
Jeez.
Gotta yell.
Which is
That's
great
bad.
if you ask me. 1967 military M715 Jeep pickup.
In Prineville.
In Prineville. It says 27,000 miles. I'll believe that when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Manual transmission, but it is a 454 big block Chevy and a 4-speed trans.
Odometer says 23.
No.
So
It's
he's
27 on
off.
the side over there.
He's already lying.
He's just been driving it since these pictures were taken on a potato in 1991.
Okay.
These are pictures of a Polaroid in some of these cases. But it was restored years back and is very nice. No real rust, just lots of flaky paint.
Upholstery definitely looks restored.
It needs brakes and fuel system. Not and fuel system
And.
cleaned out to run and drive
And.
again. Yep. Comes with a PTO front winch, which is why I was excited about it. Bring a trailer, cash only, buying Jeep only. And they don't believe in spaces on that one. So it's bring a trailer, comma, and cash only, comma, buying Jeep only. But whenever there's a comma, there's no space
Yeah, there's
behind
no space behind it.
What does buying Jeep only mean in this?
You can't
He
not
only
buy it.
wants to buy a Jeep.
If you get there and you don't buy it, he's gonna, I don't know, shoot you.
Well,
somehow.
it's
Possible.
probably because in
Prineville.
the background there's some ugly
Oh,
truck.
another Chevy truck.
So yeah,
Yeah.
don't ask me about my Chevy.
Bring a trailer, no low ball, BS offers. Only thinking about selling it.
To fund another project.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, all right,
Now he's only
it's
thinking about selling it, even though he's got it parked. He's got pictures of it parked on the road with a for sale sign.
With a
in
for
it.
sale sign.
Only thinking about
Correct.
selling it though.
but he's only thinking about it.
Yeah.
I was looking at it, I was like, man, triple stick, manual transmission, 454, PTO winch, military axles. It's pretty cool. And also, I feel like with no other modification, you could fit 52-inch tires.
Well, there's
Look at
definitely
those
no
wheel
articulation.
I mean,
So
yeah.
Yeah, look at them. Those wheel arches, that could be just, there's no reason that it doesn't have huge tires right now.
I mean, they're not a small truck
No, but
either. Like, so there also is that.
yeah, but those are probably like 37-inch on it, right? I don't know. It's hard to tell. With those
Hard to
older
tell.
tires, they always
Yeah,
there's no real
those
sidewall.
weird skinnies. They're like
Yeah.
they have like a couple standard sizes, but they're probably 16s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably like 950 16s or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Hard to figure that out without some
I mean, you get a set of
calculation.
40s and it'll just get eaten by that wheel well with no problem.
Yeah, but then you got to find a modern wheel that fits a 6-on whatever the hell bolt pattern
Yeah.
that is.
Wide 6.
Oh, no, you buy it Steely's and then you just drill your own shit. Hope for the best.
This is going to be an unpopular opinion among this group and probably our wider friend group, but these do absolutely nothing for me. When they're done, I think they're neat to look at, but like I have zero part of me desires one.
I feel like for $6,700, I could figure out how to get big, stupid tires on there, and I would have a good time with it.
No doubt about that.
I'm a yes. I think that I'd want to make that a snow wheeling rig. Just go straight up.
It's got to weigh so much.
Yeah, but if you go Iceland style, giant, ridiculous tires,
Yeah,
just
15 wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I'm doing an old Jeep truck, I'm just gonna get
A
J truck.
Yeah.
Like, they're smaller. They don't look as weird. Like these, it's like it has the right look until you get above the hood.
That roof is so odd.
Like everything just falls away and doesn't look right anymore.
Well, you just
and
chop
that bugs me.
You chop that, and they have cloth tops for it.
That sounds even worse.
Nothing like a convertible pickup.
I also
for
love
snow wheeling.
I also love the where your gull wing window would be. It's like the same size as the roll up window.
Yeah.
Oh, the vent window.
Yeah.
So you crack the glass.
2 giant windows.
You crack the glass on the windshield, and it is $14 to replace it with a flat sheet
big
of glass.
flat piece. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
It'll keep getting cracked.
I think for that's a no from me also. I've seen a couple and I've been like, oh, that's kind of cool, but it's never done anything.
$2,500 worth of PTO winch.
Yeah,
like, let's do it. All right, that's fair. Anyway, that was the only one I had brought to the table. So everybody else.
Colin, why don't you show us your primer thing?
Yeah, I think mine's going to be the next biggest. So, nope, not that. This. Come on. Let me click. I also like the name.
Oh.
It's a 62 Comer van.
Hey.
Might be Comer. I don't know. But
you don't have to.
I'm going to say Comer.
I love it.
So it's a 62 with a pop top, ultra rare, left-hand drive import.
Left-hand drive imported from the UK. Okay. Mm-hmm. Weird.
Yeah. You'll be hard-pressed to find another one of these in the U.S. Truly a unicorn. The van ran when parked, but has been sitting for approximately 5 years, so expect some light tinkering to get it running again. Unfortunately, 2 side windows were recently stolen.
Oh, no. What?
Not sure who's looking for the side windows in these.
Find the other person that owns one of these.
Yeah, but here we are.
I bet those are like RV windows at this point.
My glass shop confirmed they are simple flat glass and easy to replace. Features include pop top with upper cot sleeping area.
Tell me about the quirks and features, Colin.
Cabinets, rear bench could use refinishing. Mechanical step that swings down when side doors open, and powered by a 1500cc engine, which I believe is shared with the Sunbeam vehicles.
Oh.
This is an incredibly cool and unique vintage camper van with tons of character and potential. I simply have too many toys and need to thin the herd. My better half says my collection of unicorns is getting out of hand.
I want to see what else
Serious
this person
inquiries
has.
only, hard to replace, and even harder to
See less.
Yeah, even harder to see less.
And so here's the thing, right? If it's a Sunbeam 1500cc European, it will always take some tinkering to get running.
Yeah, well.
So I'm just saying, like, that's not even a bug at this
Wow.
point. So if it's available for sale, yeah, it's just part of the game.
It's in surprisingly good shape.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, all wood build out in the back.
A
Nice
little rough, but not
2-burner stove.
Who needs a
That's
bumper? I bet you're never gonna find that.
Yeah, right.
I love it.
It's quite the space van. It is.
I feel like
hilarious.
if you design something correctly, you could pull it onto something and it could be a boat. Like, it's not that far away. Like, if you just had like maybe a flat with some sides, and then you like roll into it and you pull up the back of it, now you have a boat. I feel like there's a way to do that.
It tucks a lot of wheel. That thing would look really cool. Just totally.
I mean, it's relatively
lower than 2 inches. Yeah,
it's really low as it is, but yeah, if it was a hovercraft, it'd be pretty sweet.
If you go down 2 more inches, you don't see the center line of the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
That's rad.
Yeah.
I'm a yes, and I don't know why, how, or what I would do about it.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably try and figure out how to LS swap it. I don't know. I think I would make that into like a ridiculous V8 sounding.
Also, the side door opens like a regular door,
Which is cool.
rather than like a slide.
Well, and
or
it's
something
got
like
another
that.
side door, right? Or no?
Oh yeah. No,
is
I
it
don't
just-
think so.
No, it just has the single.
Single one on the side and one in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, like,
I'm
the
also
back and the
yes.
front look the same. It's great. It's
I
very
think it's super
symmetrical.
cool. I did a little quick Google to see if I could find another one for sale, just to see if I could find another one. And
Comparing some models.
one of the more recent ones, which is not recent enough to actually have a link that works, is an eBay listing for one in Portland,
Mhm.
like a few years back. So it's kind of funny.
I mean, $5,500, and this one did sell. So somebody came and bought it.
That thing is sweet. I'm in.
Yeah.
Hell, that's cheaper than a split window bus, and it's
Right?
not cooler, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's 90% of what a split window bus is right there, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think I sent it to the group yet, but when I was driving.
I believe that I also I like odd.
This is the right kind of odd thing.
Yeah, semi-odd units, and I'm into that. It's got the right bits of oddity around it that just make all of the sense.
I texted both of you guys because I saw a bus on my way here when I was running late. And I was just like, oh, I should send that to the group. And then I didn't because I got here and I ate a burrito instead. But I figured I would send it to you guys now that I just thought about it. It's weird.
Oh.
It's low and tall.
Yeah, just a
really weird tall.
Yeah, just a bay with a boat flipped over on the roof of it.
The same kind of thing. I think if you rolled it over, it could be a boat.
That would be a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, a high top.
Yeah. I was like, huh.
Some sort of weird aftermarket looking thing. Well, mine, I think maybe it's gel coat that is worn off, not paint.
There's no clear coat though.
Yeah. But it is a street converted mid to late 90s NASCAR Craftsman truck.
Street converted.
That's what he says. It's got headlights and turn signals to make it street legal, which I think that's just scratching the surface of what it needed.
That's all you need, Sean.
I want Mike to pay special attention to what this thing is sitting on, too.
Yeah, the ramp truck is freaking rad.
It looks like the ramp truck has been sitting with the NASCAR truck on it for years.
Yeah. Because that's how you would go to every car show.
Two de-beaded tires.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to a single car show without my ramp truck full. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Otherwise, why do you have a ramp truck?
This is a real weird, like, wild card because for $3,500, it's pretty unclear what you get. But what is clear is that it's a NASCAR chassis,
Mm-hmm.
and
For
they
$3,500.
imply that it's not just a roller, so it must have at least like a some sort of 350 in it. I don't know. It looks awesome though.
It's got NASCAR brakes and hubs.
Yep. Yep. For the listening audience, it is, as described, a 90s Craftsman truck, which is a Chevy truck in this case. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, find a
It's
short bed
white.
for $3,500.
It's pretty sweet.
You're not gonna. You throw a
There's
NASCAR
all you can do.
chassis in it? Come on.
I mean, this is a deal.
I'm gonna be in town. In a week or two? If it's still there, Sean, let's go get it.
You gonna drive that home?
I don't want
If it comes with the Ram
want
truck.
it, but
If it goes with the Ram truck.
how do
We'll
I
park
say
it
I
at
want
Luke's.
it, but I don't want it?
There you go.
No, park it at
Luke's.
Luke's. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
He
The
has until this
whole
podcast,
deal.
until he hears this podcast to say no. Otherwise,
Can you wait a couple weeks to send this one out? Because
this isn't going
I'll
to
be
post
there.
for a little while.
Yeah.
So
got
technically,
Oh, look, that's
Yeah.
the turn signal switch. Perfect.
yeah,
oh,
That'd be so much fun.
I think this is rad, and I would absolutely say yes to this. I would pay money at that number of money. Like that's
Yeah.
If the Volkswagen sells fast enough, we're gonna road trip to go see Sean, and I'm bringing my trailer with my new winch on it, and we're gonna figure out how to do this,
I'm saying no.
which is fair.
Yeah, I'm a yes, by the way, if that wasn't clear.
Shoot, I'm wearing my LS T-shirt right now. That thing's getting LS swapped along with the Miata and the Jeep. And
I'm gonna steal the big block out of the Kaiser to
Yeah.
go in it. That's what I want.
I'm
All
with
right.
I'm
So
there.
Sean, does your next one have more clear coat or?
Yeah, I think it's kind of shiny.
Okay, mine's also kind of shiny.
Okay. Is yours above $50,000 or below?
Below.
All right, you want to go high or low on this then?
Okay, Mike, high or low?
Low.
Low. Okay. Me it is. Come on, screen. All right, what I have here is a
Ooh.
99
Ooh, cool.
Toyota 4Runner. And we all know I'm not a Toyota guy, but this thing has some decent elements.
that's on me.
Oh,
Sorry.
Thanks, Mike.
I was just that's not even one for would you pay money for that? I was just looking through stuff to see if I had another one, and I was like, Colin would like that.
We have runs and drives amazing, trail ready.
I love this.
42-inch IROX, almost new. It has a high pinion 529 Grizzly 8-inch Rock Assault, trail gear 3-link kit, trail gear hydro assist, front Fox 2.0 coilovers with reservoir, 14-inch travel, rears are Fox Air 14-inch travel, trail gear bump stops front and rear, 13K winch, Magnuson supercharger, locker rear and front. There's a bunch of other stuff that is done to it, as you can see from the photos. Hits 80 on the highway and goes straight. It will plow through anything you want to throw at it. Clean title, in hand, no trades, cash or cashier's check, deal only.
Only buy it. You can only buy it. No. What's the thing
I
the
love
guy
it.
in the Jeep
Why does
said?
it have air shocks and leaf springs though? What's up with that?
It's so that you can party as hard as you want, and then you can
Well-
adjust them with the amount of air in them.
Yeah,
right.
it's just like having adjustable shocks, I guess, in the back.
Air shocks
yeah.
have been around in the muscle
It's
car
been-
world for a long time.
Different, but yes.
The rear's
Yeah,
been,
but well, I mean, come on.
rear's been stretched a
Same.
little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
Only the
Ooh, I
front
love
has
this
been
thing.
cut, really.
Yeah, I think that's rad.
Third gen 4Runners are really good looking vehicles too.
And the
I
interior
think.
is not trashed. Like that's the
That's
crazy part for
surprising,
me.
yeah.
Like this build, typically you get to the interior and it's like, oh, I
Yeah,
see now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This not terrible.
Nice little switch pod at the top. I do like that he said lockers rear and front because everybody
Yeah, so
else
the
in the
front
world
seats have been recovered, rear seats stock, but
Look-
also in good shape.
looks good enough. Yeah.
Got a little
Cargo
subwoofer back
area
there.
is okay. Yeah.
42s is a thing on Toyota axles, but
It's a
Beadlocks.
statement.
It's practically a snow wheeler.
I bet it rips in the snow.
It's got a trail gear rear bumper. It's got a custom rack thing, like roof rail type thing. It's
Oh, I've
sitting next
seen
to a
that.
Toyota that's bigger than it.
I've seen that one before. That third gen Tacoma is on like 44s or something.
Yeah.
Straight axle swap.
And it shows.
Yeah. Got a cool lighting system.
I mean,
Yes.
I'm curious about how much rear travel it has with no cutting.
A lot of down,
it's-
not much
like
up.
Yeah, it can't be much up. That the door does have a ding in it, the back door there, but
Well, never mind. Then I'm out.
not to be.
It's about to have a lot more dings if
Yeah, I
someone
was gonna
actually
say,
decides to wheel it.
I'm just trying to give everybody all the information here, guys.
What was the price on this? Just so
Some
that-
some weird fading on the rear quarter. This is $23,500.
That seems like a great deal.
It
Oh,
says it has lockers, but it doesn't say what lockers.
Probably
Probably a
electric in
factory.
the
So
rear.
it's probably a rear factory locker, like factory rear end setup based on what he's.
Yeah.
What the other concerning thing here is there's no conversation about like axle shafts or anything else. Like it's got a rock salt front axle, so I assume it probably has some
Probably
sort of
a
chromoly
hopefully a built
somethings.
Yeah.
But
And if it's
man,
529s, then they at least did the pumpkin.
Didn't it have where was
There's a picture of the back wheel there.
I mean,
What does that look like?
It's got center caps on the wheels. I was gonna say maybe
okay.
you can see the
it's probably not
axle
full float.
shaft deal.
Yeah,
but-
so if it's got those caps, it's probably not a full float rear, so it's a factory, just regular 4Runner.
So maybe it's only been a snow wheeler.
But I mean, even if it's only a snow wheeler and it's at 23 grand, I feel like that is
It's pretty cool.
a lot of truck for that.
I don't know that I agree with the price. I think that's probably what it's worth. I don't think that it's like a crazy deal, but I love it and I'm super in on it.
I just have been used to seeing the Portland auto traders throwing a stock T100 with 190,000 miles for $19,995. So when I see something like this, and it's,
I mean,
that seems very reasonable. Toyota.
every once
for
in
me.
a while, I feel like I come across this Gen 4Runner with this type of stuff going on, and they do. It seems like they're typically in the realm of like the 15 to 25, just depending on like how nice the interior is, and how deep they've gone as far as like the suspension and whatnot.
I guess.
Is it 3-linked or is it leaf sprung up front? Like that's like the $10,000 spread. It seems like.
Yeah. No, and that makes sense too, because
this one's 3-linked.
I don't have a lot of
has coilovers
reference, but I did look into trading the JK for that black Toyota pickup for a little while. And that thing was pretty rad, but it was similar value point as the JK. So yeah, maybe I'm just
it's super nice. There's no doubt about that. Like, but if it was on tons, I think it would be a steal, and it probably and if it wasn't a deal, it'd probably be 30,000, and someone would probably buy it.
Yeah, I before I got the Range Rover, there was, and again, not a Toyota guy, so it's a hard sell for me anyway. But it was also black, so that's a hard sell for me as well. But there was a black one of these that fairly similar build wise, might have been slightly cleaner. I don't think it was on leafs in the back. I think it was coilovers front and rear, and it was on 40s, not 42s, not splitting hairs at this point now.
Right.
Didn't have a supercharger, and it was 16.
Okay.
And I was like, that's a fairly decent price.
That's a lot of stuff for
I mean, because it wasn't like it had cheap coilovers. Like it was coilovers front and rear, and they were like nice, like the big Foxes. It was quite the unit. So like I kind of, like I said, I see them like this type of rig, this type of build, kind of in this range. It seems to be the average price. I don't know how many of them are selling or not, but
yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah,
I still personally feel like the next generation with the V8 on a snow wheeler build is a cool thing to me. I don't have a whole lot of like good reasons why I'd want essentially the same type of build, but maybe tons. But I like the way the V8 noises are and the
They're
body
bigger
style.
too.
Yeah, and the interior seems like it holds up maybe the same, but it's a little bit newer
Yeah,
when
it's
you
only
get into
newer.
it.
It's just newer.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you see it slightly
Yeah.
nicer
Yeah.
ones.
This generation I've always liked. I like that they're small too. I think that's kind of neat.
I've
As
had
the
two of them.
400
I just
big.
don't like the seating position. I've had two of those Forerunners, and I don't like the seating position.
Still bad seating position.
The next generation, the seating position is quite a bit nicer.
Hmm.
From what I remember on
I've
my
never
butt dyno.
sat in one of those, so I wouldn't know. I've sat in one of these and didn't like it. So
yeah.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Fair enough.
For that reason, I'm out.
I think I'm also out for the seating position specifically.
It's a big deal, man. I don't want to be uncomfortable. Like,
I don't understand. That's such a weird thing that you guys talk about because I don't find them uncomfortable. It is different. I will give you that. Like I like the more upright position. I think in like a Land Cruiser, or a Rover or something like that. I do. Even a Jeep. I don't like visibility out of a Jeep for the most part. So that's like part of my gripe about those like driving. But I don't find these like I just don't like. They're just I don't know. They feel weird to me, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't like hate them. They feel weird. But these I think are comfortable. They're just more car-like. So like to me, like they're just. I just feel like it's more like a car, which is weird probably when you're trying to off-road. But I don't feel like they're uncomfortable. Like Colin's Tacoma, both of them, but the first one, like I love driving that thing around. I thought it was a great, like seating position size for me. So I don't know. It's weird. It's the same as this, basically, right? Cab-wise.
Yeah, it's the same as this. Yeah.
I didn't like my newer Tacoma. I didn't like the Forerunners I had. It's not something that I would.
So Sean's a yes then, huh?
Yeah, I was a yes from the start. I almost said yes like before you even started talking. It's not without its problems, but the seating position is not the thing that turns me off.
Okay, well, I mean, I will say going from the Range Rover, so I drove a Range Rover and an XJ in the same day when I broke mine.
Yeah.
Going from driving that to driving the XJ, the Range Rover is better. Like seating position, visibility, like everything over the XJ. Like, and it's weird because they're just an XJ. They like the Range Rover Classic is an XJ. It's just a Range Rover. But like there's more roof, like there's more space above your head. There's more like everything is like slightly turned up. As far as like drivability, it's so weird. Like because there's such a similar vehicle.
Yours was intended to be a little more luxury, and mine was a little more econobox. So every inch of ceiling height is.
But it is interesting,
you know?
like to see like that side by side, like difference in them, and like how much different they really are. Like, and that's it makes a big difference, especially if you're not like if you can't do the sitting on the floor thing and things like that. Like it's just like that always has screwed with my back. Sitting on the floor, legs straight out in front of me, I can't do it.
By the way, when you drove the XJ, remember you were talking about how it felt a little weird and a little wobbly. And when I got home, turns out it was on 9 pounds in all 4 tires.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And I thought it was closer to like 14 or 15. But I had a new gauge that I was using that was different. I wasn't reading it correctly. So we were about 9 to 10 pounds of air pressure, which might have been why it was a little weird to drive around.
Yeah. On the street. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Highway speeds.
Wouldn't recommend it regularly, but I brought a trailer. That's why I was like, who cares? I didn't have enough air in my system to run that. I love it.
Yeah, if you like ultimate or the ultimate in upright seating position, can I interest you in a 2004 Unimog?
Yes,
U5.
You can interest me in that, and I will love it forever.
It's got a 280 horsepower Mercedes OM 906 LA engine, 16 speed EPS transmission, 16 forward speeds.
So
Goes
17.
70 miles an hour
With
at
working
top
gears,
speed.
it says.
Yep. 16.
Yeah.
Well, the 17th
gears.
is reverse.
Oh, working gears. Sorry.
Working gears.
I thought you said 14. Sorry. 70 mile an hour top speed, central tire inflation system, has the front PTO. Never heard PTO referenced with a horsepower number, but whatever. It's got 205 horsepower for the front PTO.
Cool.
It's got a 3-way tipper bed. Wait till you see this. It's gonna knock your socks off. This
3-way
is pretty
tipper
exciting.
bed.
Oh, I
Okay.
bet it goes down the side. That's so cool.
It sure does. Yep. It's got new
very cool.
Pirelli PS22 tires, 395/85/20, which
Okay.
is big in inches.
Large. Yeah.
Heated windshield. That's a big heated windshield.
That is.
mirrors.
That's cool.
I'll tell you what, heated windshield from the L322, very nice.
That's cool.
Got the
love
hydraulic
that.
package, air ride seats, trailer brake package. I'm guessing that's air
course.
brakes, which is
Mhm.
sweet. 102,000 miles. This person
So they've
has.
used it.
They have available snowplow, snow blowers, dozer blade, front end
course.
loader, wood chipper, crane,
Yeah.
and a sweeper that will
Wow.
fit on the Unimog. So they got all the accessories.
Man, it's a work truck.
This is
a
a
work
Unimog
truck.
reseller because they've got everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Anything
they
you
use it
need.
at a, I don't know, just some sort of
At a
industrial
ranch.
application, but
I love it.
pretty sweet.
Everything about it is so cool.
It
Mhm.
just needs tires twice as wide as that. And then it's the
Get ready.
perfect it's the perfect Icelandic truck.
Oh, there it is, dumping out the
yeah.
sun.
Boom.
Sweet.
That's cool. That's extra cool.
I don't know what this is showing us, but it's cool.
That's
The
the bed.
frame.
The bed's gone.
Yeah.
They just took it off. They didn't want it.
Look at all that space inside. Such a roomy
Yep.
interior, too.
Roomy interior for 2.
There's so many buttons in these things. I love it.
Yep.
You move that center console over a little ways, and you could also fit 2 small dogs on beds in the middle there.
I will say that headliner looks like it's been smoked in
Dude, I love those
for
seats
most
though.
of its life.
The seats are cool. Yeah, I wonder what it smells like in here.
Yeah, it's
It's a little
probably
gross.
not great. That's looking
That's
pretty
Colorado
nasty.
Rancher cigarette right there.
Did it
Yeah.
did it have 3 sun visors though for the 2 seats?
I hope so. Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Little guy. 2 big
yeah.
ones,
Got
one little
that-
one.
Yeah, I got that middle one.
And you're like, you don't get a rear view mirror. You don't need it.
Yeah. What would
It's
you
not
use
for
that
you.
for?
It's not for you. Mostly, I use mine to check what's in the bed of my truck or talk to my son because he's done something that he's not supposed to be doing.
Look at that back window. You don't.
Yeah,
you don't
you're
need a
right.
mirror. You just turn
turn
your head
back.
a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, 1,000 times yes. I think it's
Yeah.
super
This
cool.
is for me. This is a case of I don't know what I'd do with it, but I love it.
Oh, I'd put what is that? A 18-foot bed?
Sure.
I'd put an 18-foot camper on the back of it. Just set it right on there. Take the tires off. Ready to go.
It's
Tip it out later when you're
Yeah, when
done
you're done with
camping.
it.
just
Just leave it. That's why we had to close the forests in Bend. People just been side tipping their campers out.
They've
in
been
the-
out there with the Unimogs,
Yeah.
tipping their campers out
Yeah.
the back. It's got a funky look to it for sure. It's got a single
they're so
one
weird.
single wiper too.
Yeah.
No, it's 2.
Giant single.
There's 2.
Oh no, it does have a second one.
One's
Look
on
at
the
that.
side.
It's got a
one's on
bottom
the
wiper and a side.
So it
it's going like
it
this.
alternates as it's
The
going.
the action's got to be crazy.
That is a weird one. Oh wow. Man, I think I would.
Okay. I was going to be
It's
disappointed
weird looking, but it's
if you were
like
too sensible on this.
it's a Mog. A
Yeah.
Mog is supposed to be non-sensible. So it's like, yeah, you
It's,
do this and you make it make even less sense than it
Yeah.
already
Yep.
doesn't make, and just use the hell out of it. I mean,
It does
it's
seem-
got 100,000 miles on it. Like they've been using it.
Well, with a diesel, it's just getting broke in.
Yeah.
somehow it's like one of those, like the most practical thing in the world is the least practical thing in the world
Yes.
because it
Uh-huh.
really can do anything, but like it's a ridiculous thing.